Coming up on Torrance Today, the nation's biggest single-day food drive takes place this Saturday. Find out how you can get involved. Torrance firefighters are hosting an open house. Find out when and where. And let's team up against cancer. The annual Relay for Life event is just a few days away. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Thursday, May 12th. We're making it through another week. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Saturday marks the 30th anniversary of Stamp Out Hunger, a food drive organized by the National Association of Letter Carriers. It's the largest one-day food drive in the nation, and Torrance letter carriers want more residents this year to get involved.
Since we haven't had one since 2019, and I believe we collected something like 58,000 pounds of food here in Torrance, that we'll be striving to beat that. Just give a little. That's all it takes is just 1 can, 2 cans. Every little bit helps. Just put a few items in a bag and set it out by your mailbox, and we'll do the rest.
This Saturday, postal workers will collect non-perishable food donations in addition to delivering letters and packages. The donations will be brought back to the post offices where volunteers from Torrance nonprofits will sort through and distribute the food to those in need. During the last drive, the organization collected 85 million pounds of food nationally. With more than 42 million Americans unsure of where their next meal is coming from, the need for food donations is higher than ever. Donations such as baby formula, canned beans, and pasta are very much appreciated. Just be sure to place a bag of donations in the mailbox before the letter carrier drops by on Saturday. For more information, go to nalc.org/community-service/food-drive. A couple of fatal hit-and-run accidents took place in Torrance recently, leading police to emphasize the importance of driving safely and responsibly. The incidents happened on April 27th and May 11th. In both cases, officers say the drivers fled the scene. Investigators were able to later identify the drivers and make arrests for felony hit-and-runs. The Torrance Police Department wants every driver to know that if they are involved in a traffic collision, they are required by law to stop and stay at the scene of the accident. Once individuals flee, it becomes a crime and is no longer considered an accident. Police also share safety tips for pedestrians. They say use clearly marked crosswalks and try to walk in well-lit areas, especially during the early mornings and late evenings. Relay for Life is back in Torrance this weekend. The community-based fundraising event is a part of the American Cancer Society's effort to raise awareness and support in the fight against cancer. It's actually a global event as well, with more than 5,000 Relay for Life events taking place each year across 20 countries. Our event takes place on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at South High School. An opening ceremony will be followed by a survivor and caregiver walk and a luminaria ceremony. Those touched by cancer will receive the lanterns which represent each life taken by cancer, a survivor of cancer, or a person who is currently fighting the disease. The event will conclude with a closing ceremony where participants can commit to taking action and helping to fight for a world free from cancer. Traditionally, Relay for Life is a 24-hour event, but this year it will last just half as long. For more information, visit facebook.com/RFL-Torrance. Torrance firefighters are looking forward to hosting their first in-person open house since the pandemic began. Station 1 will welcome visitors this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. to celebrate Fire Service Day. Visitors can take a tour of the firehouse, meet the firefighters on duty, and have fun with some activities that will be prepared just for them. It's one way community members can show their support for the Torrance Fire Department and recognize their continuous contributions to fire emergency response, community fire risk reduction, and environmental conservation. Fire Station 1 is located at 1701 Crenshaw Boulevard. Saturday is looking like a very busy day. Volunteers are needed for a beautification event at Seaside Heroes Park. The park was established in 2011 and is a tribute to 3 local Torrance soldiers who lost their lives at the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. It's also a special place to remember all of our veterans. Participants are encouraged to bring tools if possible, along with sunscreen, water, and face coverings. The event takes place from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 22812 Catherine Avenue. You can drop by for the entire event or just a part of it. For more information, call Jenna Christensen at 310-920-9387. Well, El Camino College recently received a grant to help students who were previously incarcerated. The college received a $160,000 Rising Scholars Network grant, which will be used to support its formerly incarcerated re-entry students thriving or FIRST program. El Camino is one of only 59 colleges in the state to secure this grant. Funds will help enhance students' access to academic counseling, success coaches, and advising services. The grant also makes workshops possible for this unique group of students. They include career training, transfer options, and job placement, with an overall focus on professional development, equity programs, and helping El Camino's system-impacted students to reach both their career and educational goals. Well, we are nearing the end of Salvation Army Week here in Torrance. City leaders read a proclamation on Tuesday declaring May 9th through the 15th as Salvation Army Week in Torrance, recognizing the organization's service to our communities. The Salvation Army was founded back in 1865 as the Christian Mission, an evangelical movement from the East End of London by a Methodist minister, William Booth, and his wife, Catherine. The Salvation Army in Torrance has been around for more than 40 years, providing help and hope to those in need. I visited our Torrance location last year when they reopened to the public for the first time during the pandemic. Located at 4223 Emerald Street, the facility includes the Hunt Center for the Performing Arts building, where children and adults can take affordable music lessons. The newer section of the building also has something no other Salvation Army location has, a world-class recording studio, thanks to the generosity of a South Bay couple named Priscilla Hunt and her late husband, Donald Hunt. Priscilla will actually be recognized with the Salvation Army's prestigious Sally Award this year, which honors philanthropists in our community for their commitment to others. Past recipients have included notable figures such as Bob Hope and former President Ronald Reagan. To learn more about the Salvation Army of Torrance, visit torrancecorps.org. As we head into the weekend, be sure to catch the latest episodes of Weekends in Torrance. On Friday, Torrance-based nonprofit, the Utopian Society Project, hosts an interactive child safety program with the Torrance Police Department, helping elementary-age kids to stay safe and know what to do if they get lost. Then, fragrance lovers from around the world gather at Blue Stem Hotel for their first in-person event aimed at supporting perfumers who are also small business owners. And on Sunday, take a virtual tour of Caring House, a nonprofit that helps individuals reaching their end-of-life journeys, and meet a nurse who created some thoughtful packages for their families. All this and more beginning at 7 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right here on Torrance City Cable. May is CalFresh Awareness Month. The theme for this year is CalFresh Plus, health food and more. The LA County Department of Public Social Services hopes to serve more qualified households as they ramp up awareness efforts this month. DPSS officials say program participants can get the help they need to improve their health and overall well-being by getting better access to healthy and nutritious foods. They also remind Angelenos that with a CalFresh EBT card, they can visit museums and botanical gardens for free, receive discounts on utility bills, and be eligible for Metro's Low Income Fare is Easy or LIFE program. To learn more, visit dpss.lacounty.gov. California's water usage jumped in March despite our current drought status. We're experiencing one of the driest periods on record, and that apparently led residents to water their lawns more frequently. This comes as Governor Gavin Newsom has been pleading with Californians to conserve water. Last summer, he asked residents to cut water usage by 15% as the drought intensified. The first 3 months of this year were the driest months on record ever. And a recent report shows the average Californian used 77 gallons per day in the month of March, an 18.9% increase from March of 2020. Governor Newsom responded to the news, pledging to spend $100 million on a statewide advertising campaign to encourage water conservation. As the hotter months approach, let's remember to be mindful of our water usage. Well, still ahead is Thoughtful Thursday, and we'll introduce you to a local hotel and nonprofits that are repurposing something we use every day to help kids in need. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. When you don't know where to turn, let 211 be your guiding light.
How can I help you?
Our guides are ready to connect you with the help you need. For help with food, healthcare, mental health, and other resources. Call 211 or visit 211.org. 211. Get connected, get help.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to leave you with a positive story from our community that fits the theme for the day. Let's make today a Thoughtful Thursday. A hotel in Torrance donated 200 pillows and pillowcases to help those in need. Here's a picture of Adam from Bishop Montgomery High School helping to distribute the donated items from the Best Western Plus Avita Suites at 3531 Torrance Boulevard. Being mindful of their environmental footprint, the hotel reached out to Discover Torrance for assistance in finding new homes for these gently used items. Several community groups helped get the word out, and through the team effort, the pillows were distributed to the Union Rescue Mission in downtown LA, a family of 8, homeless outreach programs, animal shelters, hospitals, and Camp Pendleton. Some of the pillowcases were donated to the Seaside Community United Church of Christ, whose women's group is using them to create dresses for girls in Africa. The group supports a nonprofit called Little Dresses for Africa, and the volunteer dressmakers from Torrance say their creations will go out as little ambassadors to the little girls, telling them that they are worthy. So, in total, hundreds of people, pets, and projects around the world were positively impacted by the thoughtfulness and generosity of our local hotel's efforts. What a way to think green. Thank you to everyone involved in this effort, including Best Western, Discover Torrance, the Old Torrance Neighborhood Association, and the Rotary Club for Torrance Del Amo. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.